Hello friends, welcome to Biren's Academy. I am Pramila. Today we will going to discuss about one another important writer. You can see here the picture, that is Eugene Ionesco. And his time period is 1909 to 1994. ତାଙ୍କ ଜନ୍ମ ହେଇଥିଲା 1909 ଆଉ ଡେଥ୍ ହେଇଥିଲା 1994 Eugene Ionesco, his time period 1909 to 1994, was a Romanian French playwright who wrote mostly in French and was one of the foremost figure of the French avant-garde theatre in the 20th century. Okay, so she was a Romanian playwright thile जे कि फ्रेंच मोस्ट ऑफ द राइटिंग्स आम पाइबा फ्रेंच रे द फॉरमोस्ट फिगर ऑफ फ्रेंच avant-garde थिएटर थे जोटा कि 20th सेंचुरी Ionesco was born in Slatiana, Romania. His father belongs to the Orthodox Christian Church. His mother was a French and Romanian heritage. So his father belongs to an Orthodox Christian church and mother was of French and Romanian heritage. Though best known as the playwright, plays were not his first chosen medium. So आमे तांको केमती जानिबा से गोटे बेस्ट नोन प्लेराइट हिसाब रे जानिबा बट तांकर फर्स्ट जोटा कि फर्स्ट मीडियम तांकर नथिला चोजन मीडियम नथिला he started writing poetry and criticism. Okay, so he started writing first the poetry and the criticism part, published in several Romanian journals. His poetry and criticisms are published in several Romanian journals. We will see some of his long plays, his important writings, that is Amity or How to Get Rid of It. This published on 1954. The Killer is published on 1958. Rhinoceros is published on 1959. It is very much important. Okay, the Rhinoceros is published on 1959. Exit the King, then Stroller in the Air, which published on 1962. The Hunger and the Thirst, which published on 1964. Okay, please try to note it down, his important writings and even the publications year. Next, we will see some of his important plays that he has written many plays. We will see that one. That is the Belle Sporano, was published on 1950. That Salutations, which published on 1950. Then the Lesson, which published on 1951. The Motor Show, which published on 1951. The Chase, it published on 1952. The Leader, which published on 1953. The Victims of Duty, which published on 1953. Then The Maid to Marry, which published on 1953. It is also published on 1953. As most of the writings are published on 1953. Next, we will see some of his important fictions, his fictions writings, that is Colonel's Photography and Other Stories, is published on 1962. The Hermit, which published on 1973. The Stories 1, 2, 3, 4 is published on 2012. Next, let's see some of his important non-fictions, that is Hugo Life or the Grotesque and the Tragic Life of Victor Hugo, which published on 1935, written on 1935 and published in 1982. Notes and Counter Notes, it published on 1962. Fragments of a Journal, it published on 1967. Present Past and the Past Presents, it published on 1968. Then we will see some of his important film scenarios, that is The Anger, is published on 1961. Then The Laves, that is Flame, it published on 1971. Next, we will see some of his television scenario, that is The Hard Boiled Egg, it published on 1966. Okay, so this is all about, see, I have discussed here the non-fiction, fictional work and his short story plays, and I have given also the dates also, so try to remember that one. So this is all about the Eugene Ionesco. If you have any kind of doubt regarding this one, you can ask me or message me also. Thank you for the class.